Greetings, welcome back to another edition of the Friday 13th album reviews for the YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about a new release that's coming out. It's called Chris Rosander is the artist, and he's got an album coming out called The Monster Inside, which is released on Pride and Joy Music. Now, Chris is a very talented 25-year-old guitarist and vocalist from Sweden who's got a fantastic range voice, an excellent guitarist. Chris is getting pretty well known in Sweden, being a good hard rock AOR guitarist. Now, Chris released his debut album back in 2020. It was called King of Hearts, and it was released on the AOR Heaven record label. So if you've got this album, you'll know just how much of a great singer and guitarist he is. If you haven't heard him before, this is a great start, so you're going to have to check out The Monster Inside. In 2022, Chris was invited to do a charity project for the Ukraine called Save the Noise. Now, this was a song that they put together with some interesting musicians. The song was called Can't Take the Freedom From Me. This song was written by Philippa from the band Thunder Mother. It was also put together by some very interesting musicians. So we have ex-Sister Sin members. We also have ex-King Diamond. We'd have a member of Accept, also a member of Dark Funeral, a black death metal band. We'd also have members of At the Movies. We'd also have Ross the Boss, former Man of War. And the list goes on. We've got members of ex-Glenn Hughes. We'd have Neil Murray on bass. We'd have Marco Mendoza. It's a really, really good song. And it really did a lot for charity. Raised a lot of money. So it was a really, really good song. Now the lineup for this album there. We've got Chris Rosander on vocals and guitars. We also have P.O. Sinden, ex-member of Perfect Plan. We'd also have on drums, we'd have Magnus Grundstrom. We'd also have on keyboards Rasmus Force, who's in a band called Jetburn. We'd also have additional keyboards played by Johan Josten. And we'd also have Anton Fredgren, who does guitar solo on the song called The Monster Inside. So the songs on this album, we'd have the title track, The Monster Inside, Only Hearts Die Young, Nothing Lasts Forever, High on Love, The Labyrinth, This Isn't New, Northern Lights, When I'm Gone, Broken Soul, Turn Your Heart to Stone, and the last song, Little White Lies. So there's 11 songs on this album of a hard rock AOR. So the title song is the first song on the album. It's The Monster Inside. This is a really cool song. Chris's vocals actually remind me of Goran Edman, former Yngwie Malmsteen singer, and also free singer Paul Rodgers. Great singers, and also a little bit of John Norum in there, especially with the music and guitar playing. I'd also think this song has a little bit of Europe in it, and also a little hint of progressive elements, a little bit of the Dream Theater vibe, but only the mellow side of Dream Theater. And there's also a hint of Deep Purple in there, so you got the bluesy vibe with the progressive elements. Now the second song, Only Hearts Die Young, this kind of reminds me a little bit of something that Mark Bowles would do on his solo projects. It's still got the John Norum vibe, and it's still got the Goran Edman style vocals. And a little bit, like I said, of Mark Bowles in there. This is a really cool song. It's a little bit more bluesy, a little bit less as intense as the first song, but it's a really, really good song. Catchy, indeed, well worth checking out. Now the third song is called Nothing Lasts Forever. This is kind of reminds me a bit of Yngwie Malmsteen without all the fiddly-diddly guitaring going on. It's a sort of song that Goran Edman and Mark Bowles would do. It's a really, really good song. It's catchy, it's very melodic, some great guitar playing, and some fantastic vocals. Now the next song, High on Love, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Skagerrak, maybe a little hint of Strange Ways, and maybe a hint of FM. It's a really, really good song. It's more of a ballad. It's called High on Love. Now the next song's called The Labyrinth. This kind of reminds me of a band called Walk on Fire, who did 2 albums on MCA Records back in the early 90s. Really good band, and it also reminds me of a band called Heartland, who did some really good albums back in the day. All in all, this is a really, really good album. I've just broke down a couple of songs for you so you get a general idea of what this album's going to sound like. It's a really good album. It's by Chris Rosander, and the album's called The Monster Inside, and it's released on the 17th of February 2023. Now, if you're a fan of the hard rock AOR bands, especially the Swedish stuff, as well as the bands I've already mentioned, this is a really good album to check out. Chris has got a fantastic voice, he's a great guitar player, and he's got some fantastic musicians joining him. So, if you like your hard rock AOR, this is an album that you need to check out. Thanks for watching, Metalheads. Be safe. More album reviews coming soon. Thanks for watching.